Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of I Should Be Painting. Just kidding. It's the live stream with CGN. And who do you see in front of you? It is the newest CGN member. Yes, that's right. It is little puppy Nibbles. So Nibbles is going to be sitting on the floor by me because he's very small and he doesn't like to be away from me. So hopefully he won't be too loud. But if you do hear some noises in the background, it is most likely Mr. Nibbles. So Nibbles, here. Also, we hope that everybody who is in the path of Hurricane Ida is well and safe. And if you have any family members or friends that is in the path of Hurricane Ida, we hope that they are safe as well. Hurricanes
Aaron,
are always
hold on.
scary.
Your sound is really breaking up. We can hear probably about 10% of what you're saying. Like the
Really?
mic's too far away from your face or something. Try talking again.
How?
How about now?
It's better. Just yeah, that's good.
Okay. Welcome everybody. Sorry about that. I was trying out the new audio settings in G for the blue Yeti microphone, and apparently it's no bueno.
It's
Um,
actually bad still. We can't hear you. Try do it without the headset.
I was doing it without the headset.
Oh, okay. Well, it's real bad. It's not picking up you at all. Oh, I saw Sean for a second. There he is.
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you. What's going on?
Oh my god, it's all working. Hello, everyone. Sorry.
Hello.
Bro, I was about
So-
to log off and they were like, hey, here's a dread. And then my kid was like, oh, I have a problem.
So can you not hear me in Zoom? Is that the problem?
I can hear
I can hear
you
you. It's
in
like a
Zoom
weird-
barely.
Well,
It's
Zoom
real
is
bad.
on,
Like
Zoom is on,
Sean.
still on the Yeti. So how is Zoom now?
That's way better.
Okay. We are getting off to a fantastic start this evening. I believe that I had solved the audio problem for you all who are listening, but not for the Zoom link. But we are just going to pretend like none of that happened, and we are going to start all over. Once again, right off the bat, I would like to say for anybody who is in the path of Ida or who has friends and family who are in the path of Ida, we are wishing you well. We hope that everybody is safe. It is quite the hurricane. I also wanted to introduce the newest member of the CGN family, and that is this cute little puppy Nibbles. He is a 5-month-old teacup Yorkie. He's going to be sitting down at my feet, so if you hear some scratching noises or some chewing noises or a little bit of barks, it's just the dag. It's just the dag.
He's way smaller than you think he is.
He is
Way smaller.
so tiny. I mean, if you compare him to a standard Necron, I mean, you can tell just how small he is, right? Like, when we compare him to this Necron, I'm just kidding. That's the McFarlane Necron. He's not that small. So tonight, apparently we have airbrushing going on. So that's real loud. Is there a sound filter setting that you can put on to get rid of the airbrush noise?
You mean the compressor?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is it better now?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. So, what is the news? The news is that Josh and Aaron have gone bananas, and we have decided to play kill teams with the McFarlane toy line. The new Kill Teams book is out. We're going to be talking about the rules. We're going to be talking about the army structure. We're going to be talking about how points are no longer a thing and pre-con armies are all the rage. I am going to be testing out repainting these pre-painted McFarlane Necrons, and Nibbles is going to be making racket. That is what is going to be happening tonight. I also have a new product that I have not tried yet. It is Vallejo Acrylic Weathering Effect. So this is a new product from me. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'm just going to mess around with these crons and see if I can't make them look cooler. Josh, you recommend de-limbing them?
For those guys, I don't know. They might be okay, but they're really should be pretty easy to pull off the limbs on those guys.
Okay.
You're just going to be doing weathering, so like real light weathering probably, so it shouldn't be too bad.
Don't tell me what I'm gonna do.
Or
Um,
fun.
Okay, well, I made him do the splits. That was cool. Sean, you are working on Dark Angels. Hey, guess what?
Nurgle.
I know. He was supposed to correct me, but he didn't. Look. The Necron's toes do that crazy thing too.
I know the lady toes. The lady toes really
Do
are
the Space
disturbing.
Marine toes do this?
No, they have a bend like at the ankle, but I'll show you.
More like a
They
boot.
just go like this. Let's see. They just go like
Oh.
they just do that. They don't have
Mount
one.
Doom explodes through him. Sean, I like your fan. I'm a fan of your fan. Okay.
My fan? Which fan?
I for some reason. There it is. No, I don't want. I want some Black Templar contrast paint. That's what I want. So,
What?
Sean,
What?
Yo,
what are you working on?
I'm working on these guys, my Death Guard
Ooh.
dudes still. So I got a little bit of dry brushing. I gotta put some white on some things, some more bolt gun metal on some things.
How many
So
do you have done now?
I have breaking dog news.
I don't have any done, but I have a bunch that are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Marines, 3 Terminators, 2 more Marines, and a Plague Surgeon that are pretty well in process.
Nice.
Okay, breaking dog news.
Dog just took a poop.
Nice. Did it poop on the poop mat?
No, it pooped by the door.
Oh.
It's telling you I need to go outside.
Well, I mean, I did close the door for sound and
Oh.
containment
Uh-oh.
reasons, so he does not have access to his poop mat. But I thought he already went to the bathroom, so it's my fault. It's my
So
fault.
you certainly contained that poop.
I contained the poop. So how big is this DG army?
So what I have on my desk right now is maybe that helps a little bit. Helps a little bit. Helps a little bit. So I got a squad of Terminators, I got a 5-man squad of Terminators, I got a 5-man squad of Marines, I got a 5-man squad of Marines, and I got the weird little flesh mower dude, because he's real cool. And then I'm gonna do the Tallyman and the Plague Surgeon, and probably.
Can you do me a favor?
What's that?
Can you say flesh mower again?
Flesh mower.
Ugh, yeah.
I don't know who I'm gonna use this guy as. I think he's a Biologus or some shit like that. But he looks really cool, so he's gonna be my third retinue dude.
Flesh mower is now my safety word.
Flesh mower. Flesh mower. I'm actually really excited about. Aaron, look at the flesh mower.
Flesh mower. Let me see. Oh, it's orange.
Yes, they're all orange. But then I also have. I got 6 Death Shroud Terminators, but I don't think I need to use all of them. I do have 3. What are they called? Mephetic Blight Haulers.
Yeah, Mephitic Blight Haulers are awesome.
Yeah, I like
tank.
them. They look really cool. Yeah, the weird little like
Baby tank.
half a Johnny 5. You know, if he went like really bad.
Johnny 5. Wow.
He's alive.
Wow. That's one of those old movies where a Indian actor was played by a white man.
Really?
Yes, it was.
Oh, I haven't seen it in so long. I'm sure that it's just full of horrible everything. But no, I mean it's pretty cool, and I'm trying to. It's been a real pain in the ass to get more Plague Marines, like the actual kit, to build new and different Marines. So.
But I mean, how many points are you do in total? You think?
It's easily gonna be 2,000 points with some options.
Right on. It's not too cray.
Yeah, and I think that the big thing is just that kind of limitation. Like, I'm gonna make Typhus, you know, just because he's cool and I'll have him in case I want to play him. But he's not like.
Typhus, Lord
yeah,
of the Children
Typhus
of the
is-
Flies.
I'm gonna have to paint him green and shit, you know? And
Why?
then, because I don't want to have Typhus be orange.
Why? He won't match your army then.
I don't know, it's weird, right? Because then it's like my army is some weird warband that shouldn't have Typhus because Typhus is from elsewhere.
I see. So it's
You know?
um
It
religious
sucks.
reasons.
Yeah, exactly. Religious reasons. 100%.
Awesome.
But,
Well, thank you, Sean, for contributing to the conversation tonight. Now Josh and I are going to spend the rest of the hour
fuck you guys.
talking about Kill Team and McFarlane miniatures. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I knew that's where we were going. It was unavoidable considering the circumstances.
Well, how do you feel about it? Do you think it's cool or lame?
Oh, that's lame. Right.
Oh.
Like, that was just straight lame.
You're like, I don't like it. I hate it.
I like the lots of dudes. I like the lots of soldiers. I like the armies.
Right, but they're bigger.
I understand that, but
Kill
my
team.
thing is armies. I want to play strategically, not tactically. So, I think it's dope. I think it's going to look really cool. I think there's a lot of different options for you to do stuff. I think that you are going to the space is going to be a problem, right? How big of a board are you playing on?
8 feet
Not
by
a,
5 feet.
not a big enough board.
No, it is.
It's huge, dude.
I
What do you
understand
mean
it's
not
huge,
a big
but
enough board.
those
What do you mean?
models are huge. Those
Yeah, but we
models
did it. But we calculated it out. We took the Kill Team board, and we took a Space Marine model. So we took the Lieutenant, which is 1.8 inches tall, and we took the Lieutenant McFarlane, which is 7 inches tall, which comes out to a factor of 3.8 times. So then we were sort of looking at it, and we realized that 3.8 it wasn't exactly right because the Space Marine models aren't standing straight. They're not erect. Safe word. So we did a calculation of 3 times. So we took the patrol board, which is the same as the kill team board, which is the same as the Warcry board, and we multiplied all of the measurements by 3. So 20 inches becomes 60 inches, which is 5 feet, and 30 inches becomes 90 inches, which is 8 feet. So it is the exact scale that it should be.
Times 3. Yeah.
And now we are repainting all of the pre-painted models and building terrain that is 3 times. So if a normal 1-story building is 3 inches, our first floor is going to be 9 inches. So it is going to be an exact kill team board, just 3 times larger. And we already modified the gaming table. So the gaming table is literally 8 feet by 5 feet.
Nice. Well,
I just want to show you a little something.
I think it's gonna be cool. I mean, I'm interested to see the battle reports. Right? I'm not saying that I would show up and be like, Aaron, I'm not playing this game no matter what you do.
Well,
right.
Okay.
I would absolutely participate and enjoy and I'm sure that that's another piece of it, right? Is fuck you guys for both living in the same place.
Hey, I got the dog, of course, is being a dog. I need 1 second, viewers.
All right.
Viewers, I apologize.
Sean, look at this.
The puppy needs me to wrangle him.
This is a single piece of terrain.
I mean, it's bananas, man.
This guy to stand on. He's roughly 9 inches tall to the first floor.
I mean, it's gonna be cool. Like I said, I want to see the battle reports and see what's up. You know, my inclination is this thing, and also again, you know, I'm strongly fuck you guys for living in the same place.
Hey, you know, we can't help that. Well, really can't. We can.
No,
but...
I know you can't. But
Sean, I'm moving
I
to
think
Florida.
it's cool. I think you're gonna get some cool battle reports. And
Did my headphones reconnect?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's, you know, neat insofar as the low model count. I'm super excited about clearing out some miniatures and doing the all Imperial Knight Army with the Armigers.
right?
Wait, you have that?
No, I want to do it. I love it. I think it's
Oh,
amazing.
that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
So
So
the
like
McFarlane,
I get the fewer models is
oh
good.
no, oh
What?
no, my paint
What?
is solid.
Oh,
It's solid.
sounds like a regular GW paint.
The first solid GW paint I have ever opened.
Really?
What am I
I've
gonna
only,
do?
you know what? I think I've only had one.
What am I gonna do?
Who knows?
Well, you're gonna use another color that is similar but from a different vendor. That's
Yeah,
what
but that means that my well laid out plans are now unlaid out. I found
What
it.
was your plan, by the way?
That's a good question.
I painted all of the joints with Black Templar, and now I am going to start filling in and repainting some of the wires and whatnot with silver, and then I'm gonna go back over it with a bronze and gold highlight, and then I'm going to do weathering and damage. And if there's time, I'm going to mess around with the flesh on the flesh mower. No, on the
Fucking flesh mower.
what are they called? What are the Edward Scissorhand guys called?
Flayed ones.
Flayed
Flayed,
ones.
the flayed ones. Which I don't understand why the flayed ones have the thinnest veil of skin. I don't get it. I don't
Well, you
understand.
could always put some more on it.
Is it because they have fingers that are perfect for scratching their own back, so they just get a little bit of skin?
No, bro, it's austerity. They couldn't afford skin suits. That's all there is to it.
They couldn't go full Men in Black.
Yeah, exactly. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is, and they're gonna look great.
Yeah. So one of the things that we're doing though is we have not bought the unpainted models.
Why not?
I like because first of all, I'm not even sure why they made those. I don't feel like it's that difficult to cover the paint that's already on it, and they're not, these models aren't high enough detail that like it's really gonna matter if you had to prime over the paint, like there's no like hair thin details that you would lose.
No, I get you. I get you. They're
But
not.
it's way less time, you know what I mean, to take these pre-painted models and just make them look better than it
Yeah.
is to start from scratch. You know what I mean?
Here,
Yeah, I
I'm going
get
to
you.
show you an example of what we're talking about. So this is Sister of Battle. Look at the detail that is unpainted on her chest and on the rest of her. Like they're just they're like part painted. The armor has no highlights or anything, so it's easy to like really make them look good by doing very little, you know?
There's like a hint of a dry brush of silver on like the feet of the Necron. But you can barely see it. It's pretty much just bronze, and there are still parts of it that had no paint on it. All of the joints were unpainted, which is why I just hit them really quickly with the Black
The
Templar. I
contrast.
mean, this thing
Yeah.
it already looks a billion times better.
Yeah,
And
it doesn't take much.
I've done like nothing.
I mean, and I won't lie, man. It's pretty cool to get to use something bigger, right? You know, because you could, for instance, bust out an airbrush and do some tau that size
Oh
in
yeah.
fucking 5 minutes. You know.
Yeah.
Um.
Dude, it is so exciting. Like it is, I cannot tell you how, like,
It's pretty cool.
I know it's
No,
kind of corny,
now that
but I'm really excited about it.
well, and I think now that we've talked about it, man, I am also very excited about it.
Also, there's the Gene Stealers, the Reavers, a character with a backpack for the Marines, Raven Guard, and Orcs are coming out in November apparently.
In the McFarlane line.
Yeah, in the McFarlane line.
Now the Bandai figure,
Oh, really?
is much higher quality
Yeah.
than these, and that's why it's more expensive. Like, and I can understand buying the Bandai figure in an unpainted version because you're getting into Gundam level quality large scale toy, and that has its own whole painting
Everything. Its own
rigmarole.
whole everything.
Its own whole everything. Yeah, for sure. For sure.
But I mean, the Bandai is hand painted really well. That's part of the money that you're spending because of that.
It is,
so.
but you know people are gonna buy it to repaint it.
I mean, $250, I might not repaint. $20, that's a repaint.
Yeah, it's definitely expensive. But I mean, but the Gundams, but Bandai toys come often painted, and people still, I mean, they all come painted.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it is a very common thing, right? To take a Gundam of whatever kind and to just treat it like a fresh model.
It is really interesting to paint something that has articulated joints.
Yeah.
And that I can like reposition it to be sitting in the position that's better for me to paint it while I'm painting it.
Yeah, you can spread the legs and all that stuff.
How do you deal with what do you do for pieces paint that's gonna get touched by other parts of the model because say something's articulated or a turret's gonna rotate? What's your standard?
Dude, this is all new to me.
No, I'm talking about.
I just noticed that I have to like move the feet so that I can paint the underside of the ball, and so I guess I just have to let it dry, and then if I move it around too much, I assume the Black Templar will scrape off.
Yeah, I personally sealed the entire model twice for the other guy that I have.
Yeah, but what about under the articulations?
Yeah, like I actually bent them open like this.
Yeah.
And painted, and then I put
sealed it.
Yeah, sealed it. And the sealing didn't really change the articulation much.
Well, and that is, and the reason I ask is because I deal with this a ton, quite honestly, especially with the magnetization. When you magnetize something, it's going to automatically come into contact with something else. It has to. It's a magnet. That's the entire point. And I am always searching for a better way to seal, contain, cover those areas that I know are going to come in contact with each other.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing because you made me think of the idea of just putting magnets on models for no reason.
I think that with magnets though, they are like traditionally fairly fragile. They tend to chip very easily, and
they're a bad painting surface.
Yes.
Well, no, but I mean, I bury them in stuff.
Yeah.
And cover them, right? So like the containment and the magnets themselves isn't really a problem. It's the physical abrasion that's caused by those parts.
Yeah.
You know, touching each other and rubbing and rotating, those kind of things, is what I'm always trying to
flesh mower
figure out how to fix. Flesh mower.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really have that big of a issue with it if things get sealed pretty well.
Shivan. I need you to do a really big favor for CGN right now. Can you Google 7-inch scale Undertaker models, toys, and if there's one for sale on eBay that's a reasonable cost, I will convert it so that we can have an Undertaker in our Kill Team game.
Oh my
God,
have
to get
Aaron.
a little table then.
And we'll make a little table. Yes.
You got to make him a Chaos Space Marine.
Well, but then
I don't know how you're gonna do it, but you have to do it.
Actually, we could make him even cooler since he's undead. He could be a Legion of the Damned.
I mean, that would be pretty dope too.
Right?
Wow. We are talking ourselves into so much work.
I know.
Like every time we talk, we add a week to what we're doing.
Well, my plan is to get things to a playable state and then work from there.
Yes. So talking about playable state, let's talk about the new kill teams. So Sean, I don't know if you know this, they have eliminated points in Kill Team.
Aaron, please explain. How can you have a game with no points?
So instead of having points, they have pre-constructed decks. They have I was thinking about Magic for a second. They have pre-constructed lists where it dictates the different models that you can take, and then it dictates the different fittings of those models that you can take. So for example, for the Necrons, it says you can take up to 2 fire teams. One fire team can be 5 Edward Scissorhands, or it can be 5 warriors, or it can be 5 whatever, right? And then it tells you if you take the
Death
warrior
marks
death
or
marks
immortal.
or immortals. And then it says if you take the death marks, one of them can replace yada yada with yada yada. And it's like that for all of the different armies. So you're limited to two what they're calling fire teams for each army, with the exception of the Marines, which is only allowed to take 1 fire team. So everything pretty much is going to be between 5 and 10 models, unless you're playing Orcs or Imperial Guard or Gene Stealer, then you're more of 7 to 14 models. And you can pick from 2 pre-con lists with minimal variability built in. So if you decide to go, like, let's say you're playing Space Marine and you get your Lieutenant and your four Marines, your 4 Primaris, you can take a bolt gun or a plasma pistol, right? No point difference. You just get to pick what you want.
I like that.
But you can't take anything that's not listed, and you can't be like,
That's
well,
fine.
I'm going to min max, so I'm gonna take bolt guns on everybody, but I'm gonna take 9 guys instead of 4. You know what I mean? Like, no, you get your 5 guys. Check the Patreon chat. I just posted a picture of Undertaker 7-inch model.
Really?
That
Of course. Who did you task to do this task? Who did you task?
Where did he post it?
It's in the
Oh,
chat.
I
I
see it.
see
I got it. Oh my god. There's even a ruler next to it. He found a picture with the. Wait, so hold on. Is this
Does he
model?
own
Do
that?
you own
It's a
it?
trap. It's a trap.
Do you own this?
It's a trap.
Is this what happened? Hold on. I must share this with the viewers.
Oh yeah, he does own it. He says I have. He has it.
I have, and I rulered. Here we go. And
All right.
fade. There we go. So, we are going to procure this model or toy or whatever you want to call it, and we will work it into our kill team army just for you, Shivan. And I am going to be making a Necron table because I'm making Necron Train. Josh is making
Ruins.
boring ruins.
All right, but look at this, Aaron. Look at this.
Yeah. Oh my god. Hold on. Let me make that bigger. Dude, I mean, Sean, that's an army.
Look at this. Look at
You're
this.
telling me that doesn't satisfy your need for an army?
That's a Damonette.
Dude, this is so exciting. This is so freaking exciting. Oh my gosh.
If only they weren't blood angels.
No, you take that back.
But I mean, you could. But first of all, only the lieutenant is a blood angel. All the rest of them
That
are
is
all
not
Marines.
right. Nope.
Oh no, that's right. They are all blood angels, aren't they? They are all.
Yeah,
blood
because we
angels.
didn't get the Ultramarine ones.
Well, but I'm saying there is Ultramarine ones, and
Yes.
there's also Iron Hand ones, and you can prime them and file off the iconography.
There are not Iron Hand ones.
Yes, there is. There's yellow. What are the yellow ones?
Nope.
What's the big yellow one?
There's no big yellow one.
There is a big yellow one.
I have not seen a big yellow one.
There's a big yellow one.
All right, you proved me wrong.
Hold on. I never prove. I'm never right about anything. So.
This is true. Hey, I have a question. Do you want to just try that streaking wash instead of doing a lot of the other work and see what you think of it? It might save you some time.
Well, I'm doing highlighting right now.
Okay. Because you might want to do the wash all over.
It's Imperial Fist. It's Imperial Fist.
Okay, well, where is it? I don't see it.
I'm putting it on the main screen. Right now your face is just large.
Shivan says that
One.
if you want him to send the figure, but we would have to purchase it.
There you go. Imperial Fist Primaris Intercessor Warhammer 40,000 Bandai action figure.
It's Bandai. That's not McFarlane.
I'm just saying there is one.
Oh my god.
Oh, the gods.
Dude,
So
just looking at these guys is very imposing and intimidating. And look at this. Look at the trash here. Look at all this trash that I have to like try to.
My stupid chat crashed.
Why'd that happen?
I don't know.
Oh, I see him now. Look at I've
Yes.
got. Oh, you can't see it. It's a big pile of trash. So.
Take me.
yeah, I saw the pile of trash. That's
Take
a lot
me
of
to
shit,
the
man.
live stream. Okay. Now I want to test. Bronze highlighting. I'm not entirely sure what color to highlight with. Like, they're more gold than they are bronze now that I'm looking at it. Like, maybe I want a gold.
See what color the filter is on that streaking stuff. You can just take a Q-tip, put some on.
No, but that's gonna be the last step. That's when I weather it. But okay, I'll try it.
Just try it to see what color it changes the brass, bronze, gold.
See, it's
to.
almost the problem is that it's almost the same color. That's the problem.
Yeah,
you can't see it. It's green.
Shit.
What's green?
You're doomed.
The streaky stuff that I got is green, and the color of the Necron is like
Green.
Really
sacred.
is like bronze green.
That's okay.
It'll be good on the silvery parts.
Did you put a lot on or just a little?
I put a lot on and then I wiped it off.
Okay.
It's fine. Everything's fine. I'm not worried about it. I want to figure out how to do my highlights. That's what I want to figure out how to do. So I'm going to test this bronze, even though I think it's wrong. And I'm probably going to wipe it off immediately. Whoa. My bronze has no dropper top. That is really weird. That's real weird.
Shivan's like, now I'll just send it to you. You don't have to buy it off me. For some reason, people just give me Undertaker stuff. I can't imagine why.
It's probably got something about being thrown off of hell onto a Spanish announcer's table.
Probably.
Sometime between the years of 1901 and 1999.
Actually, I don't know if the camera's picking up the bronze very well, but I like the bronze.
Okay. Good.
It's crazy talk, bro.
I like
crazy talk.
I like it.
What are those things like in the middle? Are those of his chest?
They're wires and wires. they're pipes and wires.
Okay, pipes and wires.
I painted them silver.
Okay.
And then I can go back in and wash them a different color.
I got to figure out what I'm going to do to highlight the sisters' armor. I think I might do what I did with my other sisters, and do a heavy dry brush of gray/white, and then wash it again with Nuln Oil.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do with this. I was going to do this highlight around the armor, and then I was going to wash it, and then I was going to weather the storm. Then I was gonna weather it.
Yeah. Smart.
I mean, it's all like first of all, painting something this size, amazing.
It's fun, right?
Amazing. And it goes from looking like it literally. I bet you could make these models look 100% better in 5 minutes.
Yeah, you definitely could. Well, I got to see where I'm going to start here. I got to take all these weapons. The Space Marine weapon actually isn't too bad, the Hellblaster, but I'm going to redo the coils and then weather it. The Sisters of Battle weapons are all just like silver and
I thought the Hellblaster weapon wasn't even available.
They're not, but we could just count as until we get stuff that we need.
What?
So So the thing that we're gonna have to do.
Are you sure there's not a Hellblaster available? I'm pretty sure I saw it.
I will look it up right now because
Yeah, you
guess
should
what?
double-check.
I've got the book. I will tell you.
So Sean, so now that I explained how the army works, how do you feel about that?
I'm much happier about it.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Okay.
Because it seems like the scale being so different, could again add to some really cool ability to paint. Like that's one of the issues that I have with my armies and getting shit painted is just there's so much detail, there's so many different things. If I could just squirt a color into an airbrush and spray until that color was gone, and then squirt another color in that airbrush.
Wait, what are you talking about?
So if I so to paint a model of that sort, I would do the entire thing with an airbrush.
No, I'm sorry. I was asking a different question. How do you feel about no points?
Oh, I love it.
Okay.
I've
I feel
loved it
like
since they came out with power levels. We play power levels in the
exactly.
APOC games. There's some weird min-maxing that can happen, but everybody can kind of do it, so whatever. And it's just different than tournament min-maxing. So we just played. Everything has to be WYSIWYG, right? So whatever, you're gonna bring a squad of Terminators with 10 combi meltas. You just need to have 10 fucking combi meltas on those guys.
Yep.
You know, if you're willing to make the monetary investment and do it, we're playing Apocalypse. Entire squads get wiped out at once. Yes, you can have 10 melta guns for no additional charge. So I really like it. I really like it because then it's like, oh, that it's just it's like a bonus to some squads, like significant bonus. Um,
Here's the only thing.
which makes them fun or
Um,
funner.
because of the restrictions, I think that kill teams might be a little less accessible if your army doesn't already contain the right models with the right loadout. So hopefully you have a large enough army collection that that shouldn't be a problem, but I definitely can see being like, "Oh, I don't have this thing and
Well,
I'm
but like what?
required to take it."
I thought we were talking about like baseline infantry and stuff.
Well, I mean, we didn't go through in detail every single army,
Excuse me.
right?
Gotcha. Yeah.
So for the Marines, you're probably fine, but it I suppose I can see a situation where you might be like, oh man, I have to go buy one box, or I have to
Yeah, I
figure
gotta
out
go
how to
buy a
get
box
one,
of flayed
yeah,
ones or whatever.
to
I
get
get
this
you.
piece that I don't have that I normally wouldn't use, I mean that I don't normally use. I can see that being a thing, but other than that, I really like it. I really like it.
I
I'm concerned that they didn't play test it well, and that there's just some armies that are just going to be OP because they're like, well, every army needs to have some models, and we're just going to pick the base models, but those base models are not all equal, and you know, there might be something where someone's like, oh, if you take, I don't know, the Eldar, they're just way OP. You know what I mean?
yeah, I mean, but I think yes, I get what you're saying. I am always concerned about GW not playtesting rules, decisions, books, games before or as thoroughly as they need to, right? Because there is a difference between, people playing a game with the stated purpose of playtesting the game and not being driven by that insanity. I want to win. How do I make this so that I can win? That thing that Josh does, right? Um, and therefore, their playtesting is essentially worthless if you're
I
not
love.
going that far down the rabbit hole because that's what you're playtesting to
Yeah, you're supposed to break
correct
it.
for,
You're supposed to break
right?
it.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
trying to break
Well,
the game. So
I
if
feel
there's
like this is like just the first pass. The compendium's just a stopgap, and they'll put more stuff out. I fully expect the orcs, commandos, and the veteran guard, the Krieg, to be the most powerful right now. I haven't really delved too deep into it yet, but I expect that. And then as different armies and different books come out for it, I expect them
Why
to all.
is it just because of the number of models that they get?
No, I'm just because they have a full army list. Everybody else is like out of the book, like the old school indexes for 8th edition.
Gotcha.
Gotcha. Yep. Yep.
So I
understand what you're
went
saying.
through for the intercessors and for the Space Marines in general. The intercessors can have auto bolt rifle, or stalker. The assault only gets a heavy bolt pistol and chainsword, and then the heavy. The incursors just get the Oculus bolt carbine. The heavy intercessors, so those would be the ones with the heavier weapons, are executor, bolt rifle, heavy bolt rifle, and hellstorm. And that's it. That's all they get.
So no plas.
There's no plas. The captain can have a plasma pistol. So that's cool. But
And that's actually what's on the McFarlane model.
Right. So the one that I painted up is completely legal. He can have everything he's got, but the help these guys with the plasma, we're gonna have to count that as until we can get some other guns made up for him.
So we're gonna have to 3D. We're gonna have to 3D print some stuff. And no
Well, that's
apologies,
okay.
GW, because here's the thing: we've bought all these models, and we're making all this terrain. And this is a really good example of why you should not ban something outright, because we have spent real money at real stores where you sell your products, and we are going to be using 3D printing to augment the models for stuff that you don't make, so that we can make battle reports playing a game that you do make.
Which we bought all the stuff for
Which we
already.
bought all the stuff for, including 2 starter boxes and so far 15 McFarlane models.
Let's see.
I have
10,
6.
I have 13, or no, I have 13 that I'll be having.
Right. So really, like,
we've double paid.
Have you lost any money by us 3D printing a bolt rifle for our McFarlane model? Really? Is my question to you, that even though I know you're not listening?
Well, we could also sculpt it and then print it. That way we've built it.
We could. But it doesn't matter because they just outright banned 3D printing.
Well, then I guess we could 3D print and then we could cast it in resin and it would be okay. What do you think of that?
Done.
See, you always got to think within the rule system how to break it.
Exactly. You just broke it. Yep. We 3D print it and then we recast it in resin, and then we sand off all the 3D printing lines, and then it's legal.
And then it's broken.
And then it's legal. Oh, jeez. I almost dipped my paintbrush into my regular water. It was only the ice that stopped me.
So, you guys want me to go over like some of the differences in kill team?
Yeah, absolutely, for sure.
All right. So first off, the turn is not called the turn anymore.
Uh-oh.
It's called the turning point.
I'm confused.
No idea why they decided to change the lingo on it. Everyone's still going to say turn. There's 3 phases. There's the initiative, where you find out who's got the initiative for the turning point. That's it.
No, I don't believe it.
So that's a whole phase. And then the second phase is the strategy phase, where you get command points and then you spend command points on stuff. And then the third phase is where you start choosing operatives back and forth, deciding what they'll be doing and completing actions with them. These guys have action points now, just like in Judgment. So they'll have a list of so many actions they can do, and then they can go ahead and do those.
Oh, really?
Yeah, one of the interesting things, though, is when you get to the firefight phase, where you're actually doing things, you give an operative a token, either do a conceal order or an engage order. And if you do a conceal order, they're harder to hit as far as your opponent might not be able to target them easily because they're creeping around, but they get less ability to do things that turn. If you do engage, they get more options for actions, but then they can be more easily shot or attacked by your opponent. They've also decided to add weird little symbols for the movement and measurement, which is completely worthless IMO because everyone's just going to do 1, 2, 3, 6. No point. Also, they used geometric shapes for 1, 2, 3, and 6, but those geometric shapes do not correlate with the actual number. So triangle is equal to 1, circle is equal to 2, square is 3, and pentagon is 6. Now, if you ask me, I probably would have tried to equal out the sides with the amount of inches to make it easier. So a triangle would be 3 inches, a square would be 6, a hexagon would be, I'm sorry, a hexagon would be 6, and a circle would be 1.
Okay, I gotta stop you there. Put your fucking common sense away.
I'm
That's
just
all
saying.
I had.
That's weird.
That's
yeah,
what I would have
I'm
done.
glad it was funny.
That's
No,
weird.
it's that is absurdly. Again, people didn't spend enough time with these products to know for sure, right? Or we're assuming they didn't spend enough time with the products to be like, hey, you know, it would be way easier if the number corresponded to the number of sides.
Or they just, I don't like. It's like they're like, okay, so here's the
Do you suppose
philosophy.
someone else had a patent on circles?
No, I think what's going on is they're like, all right, we're coming up with a new philosophy, and the philosophy is no points. No points means no numbers. So we're not even gonna have inches anymore.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's
Like,
really weird.
that's the logic that I see.
So another crazy thing, the shooting phase pretty much remains the same. You select a weapon, you attack, you roll the number of dice that you attack with, and then you can get a critical on a 6, a fail on a 1, and then hits on if you are successful.
Do the
Then your
dice
opponent,
still have a number?
yeah, your opponents roll defense dice, and they cancel out basically successes, right? So that's pretty easy
Mm-hmm.
to understand. The fight phase is completely jacked. There's no saves in the fight phase, and you guys both roll attack dice at the same time. So if you're engaged with somebody on your turn, you guys will attack each other, roll your attack dice, and then starting with the person whose operative its turn is or who's charged, they can use one of their hits to either strike and do damage or parry and take away a success from the other person. And then you go back and forth.
Huh.
So there's no armor saves in combat.
So
But
combat
you can,
is crazy OP.
well, it's just going to be really, really weird because there's no saves, but you are constantly choosing whether to do damage or parry your opponent's attacks, depending on what you get. And you need a critical to parry a critical. You need
So instead of having, so you do have a save. It's called a parry, but you have to give up your attack.
yeah, but you could actually do damage during their charge or their attack phase.
Because you're fighting simultaneously.
Yeah, but then when it's your turn, you can attack again, and they get to attack you again.
Isn't that how the fight phase always has worked? Isn't that how it works in 9th edition? Where
No. So it goes, it's my turn to attack, I attack or gets resolved. Then it's your turn to choose a unit to go, and they attack. I no longer attack. I've already attacked. But in this edition, you attack, they attack, you do the dice figuring out, and then it's their turn again. And they can choose that guy, do attacks, you do attacks, and then you can parry and do damage again.
yeah, that's the
turn.
same. Every single
Absolutely
fight, both players get to attack in close combat.
not.
That's
not
always been the case.
No. So
Sean, hold on. Am I crazy?
yes, you're crazy.
I didn't
Bro,
ask
I have
you.
no idea what's going on right now.
In
Okay.
Warhammer 9th edition, in the fight phase, both players fight regardless whose turn it is.
I mean, that was my assumption, was that everybody who was engaged fought.
So
you're not understanding.
But I haven't played games in forever, dude. I'm a fucking hermit in a hole
Here, I'll
over
explain
here.
it to you.
So,
Aaron,
yeah.
this Space Marine attacks this Sister of Battle. He charged, so he gets to choose first. He gets to attack first. He rolls his 3 attacks. She makes her save. That's it. Now it's my turn.
No, then I get to choose a model to attack back with, and I choose her, and I fight with her. Now it's your turn again.
And these have already fought, so they're all done.
Right.
In
So
kill
I fought.
team,
So you fought and I fought in your turn. Both models fought.
but you're not. This is the difference, Aaron. Now I'll show you the difference.
Okay.
I charge.
Uh-huh.
I make attacks, and you make attacks at the same time.
Right. That's the only thing that's different. They're at the same time as opposed to alternating.
No, because then it's my turn, and I choose this guy to attack because it's my turn. It's my activation, and they both attack again. So they both make attacks twice in the same round.
So once a model makes an attack, you can choose them again?
If it wasn't, so look at Aaron. You got to look at my screen. Just look at the Zoom. Okay, I need your full focus on
Hold
this.
on.
Full focus.
Let me just finish doing the wash so I don't screw up, and then I'm going to give you my full focus.
Okay, because I think you need the full focus.
I think you're confused, but it's okay.
I'm definitely 100% not confused.
Okay.
Ready?
Nope. All right.
Okay.
You have my full focus.
Okay. It is the red guy's activation. He is charging.
Yep.
They both make attacks at each other.
Yep.
We resolve the attacks.
Yep.
Now it's my activation on the sister's turn.
Yep.
She attacks. They both make attacks again. So this guy has attacked twice, and this guy
okay.
has attacked twice. It's the same turn.
I understand. So anytime you so instead of going back and forth, where they each get to go once, every time you activate, they both fight again. Gotcha.
Right.
Okay. It happens in a pair on both sides.
Right.
I gotcha. I needed
Okay.
the visual. I needed the visual aid. Thank you.
I know you did. That's why I was like, I need your full attention because you need to look. Okay. The other thing is, if you have somebody that is in that combat, instead of adding a dice, you'll make the weapon skill one better, so your attacks will hit easier if you've got a buddy or two in there, so you can get more buddies and whatnot. So other than that, everybody has more wounds than normal. So for instance, the Intercessors have 13 wounds with a 3-up save. I think Necrons have like 11 wounds with a 4-up save.
Wow.
But Necrons heal 2 hit points every turn. That's their thing.
My Necron looks so freaking awesome.
Well, show him.
Everybody else can see him.
Oh, I'll look at the screen. Yeah, are you doing the wash?
Yeah, I highlighted everything. I did the undercoat in silver, and then I did a highlight in copper, and then I washed it all in black, and now I did some OSL around the eyes.
Nice.
And it just already looks freaking amazing. Like, I haven't done the battle damage yet, but
That's awesome.
I like the visual aids. Thank you.
I'm glad you like the visual aids. That helps, right?
Yeah, it does help. It does help.
All right, Shivan also wants to know if we're going to be going to Valhalla yet, and that is still up in the air.
I have not canceled going to Valhalla.
We want to, but who fucking knows what's going on in the world right now is long and the short of
that's
the whole everything. There's so intending to, but we have to see what happens. Like, my parents are coming out on Christmas. I'm like, dude, my kids got to go to school every day. Like, there's no way that you getting on a plane with a bunch of other vaccinated people is more risky than that. But then again, it might be. I don't know. Compounding risk. Woohoo!
Yeah.
So.
Well, you also have the added benefit of living in Florida, which makes.
Oh my god, dude. We have fucking gators on our COVID. Okay, like, that's how it is.
All right, we don't need. Okay, this is a. Anyways.
Yes, this turned very dark. Thanks, Shivan.
So we have not canceled. That I'm just gonna say that. Okay. That's where we're gonna leave it.
I think it's good.
That's where we're gonna leave it. It's also my birthday during that week.
Yeah.
Aaron's camera is focused on his crotch now. Well, you should be saying flesh mower. Flesh mower. Flesh mower. And why are you complaining about that? Or is it not a complaint?
Who, me?
No, Shivan.
Oh. It's definitely not a complaint.
Excellent.
So I want to, because we're almost out of time. It's already 9:24.
We are almost out of time.
I think, Aaron, how many Space Marines do you have coming to your house?
6.
Wait, you have 6 now?
I think so.
Okay, so we'll have a total of 9 Space Marines.
Or maybe
10.
Maybe it's only 3. I don't remember.
I think it's only 3. So I think we're going to have 6 Space Marines, 10 Sisters of Battle, and then we have 6 Necrons. We're trying to boost up the
We're gonna have
Necrons.
we're gonna have 5 warriors and 5 flayed ones, and then by the way, the warriors' heads don't come off like the Space Marine heads do. Um,
They
That
don't?
sucks.
nope, they do not. They do not come
How
off
do you know?
because I have the model in my hand.
So the Space Marine ones are really difficult to get
flayed-
off. You have to actually soak them in water.
Oh, maybe it does come off then.
Yeah, you have to soak them in hot water to kind of loosen them up for a little bit, and then you can yank them off.
Oh, okay.
At least that's what you have to do with the Space Marine heads. I don't know about.
I mean,
the
it does
other
articulate a little bit, so maybe it comes off.
Yeah.
It felt really tight compared to the arms.
Yeah.
But anyways, we can and we will be 3D printing different heads eventually so that we can play the different variants. But at minimum, I'm gonna have the 2 oh shoot, I already forgot what it's called. The 2 fire teams that I require, and
Yeah.
it's gonna be just warriors and flayed ones, 5 and 5.
I think that's gonna be cool, dude.
Yeah.
And we will have 1 kill team, 1 fire team for Space Marines, which is all you're
are
supposed
required
to
to
have.
have, yeah.
And we will have 2 for Sisters of Battle, so we will be fully functional with 3 different armies of kill teams.
And then once we figure out how to 3D print heads and guns and modifications, then we'll be able to do different variants. And then in November, when they come out with orcs and gene stealers and all that stuff, we will increase our armada.
And that's also if we're having fun and you guys are having fun, but that's what our plan is. So
yeah, if it sucks, then we're not going to do it.
Oh, my cat is messing with something.
Obviously, if it sucks, we're not going to do it.
But I'm not thinking that it's going to suck. I think it's going to be super fun, actually. I like how it's really close to Warcry, but it's slightly more
awesome.
Well, it's slightly more complicated, which is fine because Kill Team was real simple. It's gonna be a lot of fun, and it really depends on how we play it. So we can play our narrative games and level up and do all that kind of stuff too, which I think we should do.
Yeah. So let's take last couple minutes. Just talk about the terrain for a second.
Yeah, I brought out a piece to show everybody. I can grab it again.
Yeah, let's make it. I'll make it full screen. While he's grabbing that, I'm making Necron Train. I'm starting with an obelisk, and then I'm gonna do like a ziggurat, and I'm gonna do all my terrain so it looks like it's bursting out of the ground, so it'll match Josh's ruins.
I think that's cool.
It's gonna be real fun. I'm making it all out of foam, and then I'm going to probably laser cut some of the acrylic in order to do some details. And I bought a couple lighting kits. So
Nice.
I'm gonna add some lighting to it.
So this is a standard corner piece. This is a regular Daemonette model.
Oh my god! Like you. Oh, hold on. That is like. Here's the funny thing about that. The silhouette looks like the way that you had it up on screen. The silhouette looks like a ruin, but then when you zoom into the Demonette, it's like, oh.
So you can see it's the right height here, so that she can stand up top, and she will just barely go underneath or clip here. But this is a quarter piece. This thing is gigantic. Here's my body. I am not small. Right? There's this. And then I made a bigger piece, which is this one, where there's like an entire floor here.
Nice.
That we can put people on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit's pretty huge, man.
But the table is so big. So first of all, like the gaming table that's in the CGN studio is not 6x4, it's 8x4. And I specifically designed it that way so that we had room on the sides for our books and our papers. You know what I mean? So we already had the 8 feet section. So we just had to add 1 foot to it. So we made it 8x5. And 8x5 is essentially almost to the inch Exactly. Just Shivan in reply is just stating a fact. He was just stating a fact that it was pointed at my crotch. Thank you. I'm glad that it was judgment free. I appreciate it. So yeah, so we're gonna be working on that. We're gonna be making a whole bunch of videos for it, and then obviously we're gonna play some games, and it's gonna be awesome. And I'm really liking how this Necron's already looking. It's not super difficult to bring it up a notch, and I'm really excited.
Yeah, you had initially wanted to talk about just doing a complete repaint. I was like, I don't think that's necessary. You can
No,
make them
you're
look.
100% right. I mean, thank you for pointing out once again me being wrong. I appreciate it. But you were right. You were right. Did not need 100% repaint. Just doing the detail is more than sufficient.
All right, it's also 9:30, guys, so we
Nice.
got to sign out. Aaron,
Yep.
take us out.
All right, everybody. Well, thank you so much for joining us this evening on Cool Guys Nation Live. Just to let you know, we are going to be getting back into the routine of things a bit more. I know things have been sort of hectic and chaotic as I was
Crazy.
dealing with moves and lives and all sorts of things, but we are getting back into the groove, back into the fold. So as always, remember to like and subscribe, hit that bell button if you have not already, and if you don't want to miss any updates. If you would like to help our channel out, of course, just subscribing, commenting, sharing. If you want to help us monetarily, you can click on the advertisement, turn off your ad blocker, or join our Patreon, which should be in the link below. Otherwise, as always, this has been Aaron, Sean, and Nibbles,
Hey,
who's
Don't
quiet
forget
now.
Josh
Did I
and
not say
Josh.
Josh?
Josh.
you
You
didn't.
didn't
You
say
said
Josh.
Nibbles instead of Josh.
What a jerk.
I'm a
Yeah.
jerk. I'm a horrible jerk. And Josh from the Cool Guys Nation. As always, we'll see you.
On the table.
On the table.
I'm sorry I replaced you in my mind with our dog.
Yeah, well, I'm used to it.